You've been involved in a big record from last year, Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly." Tell me a bit about that experience and the kind of connections between jazz and hip hop that were happening on that album.
Yeah, Kendrick is a part of he's part of a movement that's really removing these lines that we have between music and barriers. And yeah, he's worked with Terrace Martin and Thundercat and Flying Lotus for a long time. And then for this last record, he pulled me in, actually through Terrace Martin. And it's been great. I mean, he's such a brilliant artist. So it's fun to work with musicians that are at that caliber. I've always played a lot of hip hop and a lot of other styles of music. So it was almost more like being able to include so much jazz into something was more the thing that was unusual than to be making music that's like hip hop. So it was cool to have that much freedom and that much space to really do whatever I wanted to do.
And is there a movement right now, do you think, of young jazz musicians who are blurring those lines between hip hop and jazz and other styles of music?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's always happened, but I think what's happening now is that like people are recognizing it, and it's happening in the front. Like when I first started playing with Snoop, his whole band was a jazz band. Basically, everybody in the band was a jazz musician, but we didn't really play jazz with him like that. We just could play jazz on the side, Something what's happening now is that like, hip hop artists and artists in general are taking advantage of the wealth of music that a lot of these musicians have, and understanding the value of having those other kind of elements in their music.